Hello and welcome to the CNFT News Thursday edition.
Welcome. I don't have my cup today, or my mug. I got my glass.
News glass instead of a news mug.
Yeah.
Well, news juice, it's still good.
Oh,
But you want the authentic news mug. Oh yeah, look at this thing. Yeah, gotta get that news mug. So we got a great show today. Trying out our new, season 2, the way we're gonna be running things. What do you call it? Format. That's right.
yeah.
Our new season 2 format. So Thursdays we're doing one guest usually, and the news. And so this should be like an hour and a half show. Generally, that's the goal. Taking it down from 3 hours, and we'll be making room for some pre-recorded segments, as well as bringing people into our Twitter space on Wednesdays and onto our Monday show, which won't be so much of an interview as a just kind of checking out projects to watch, upcoming drops, but chatting as well. So we're looking forward to this season 2, having a good time, and we're kicking things off with a very special Stella Card. It's our second collab ever by Silver Slugs.
Yeah. So that's super cool, and it should be minting out any second. I was hoping I was gonna get it out before we talked about it. All right, I just got it actually. Perfect timing.
Here we go. Let's take a look at this thing.
All right.
I see we got a lot of derps in the audience here today. Thank you all for joining us. Very excited to have you. We will be bringing out King Dave himself in just a few minutes for our Nonsense Now segment. Then we'll be doing a full interview segment a little bit later in the show. What do you got for us?
So this is what we got for our Stella Card today. A little bit different than normal, obviously being a collab. This was done by Silver Slugs, cool artist that we've had him on the show before. Way forever ago though.
Yeah.
So it's got this cool rotation thing going on.
Yes, entirely put together by Silver Slugs. The case, the concept, the whole deal. So we're really excited that we get some artists in here who want to flex their Stella abilities, because we love this one. Oh man.
Yeah, it's super cool. So far, it's just been K-Fez in this one. But yeah, I think for season 2, we definitely have to do more. And I think so for the TBS CNFT Nasus one, we put special edition. I was thinking for the collabs going forward, we do collab edition just to indicate them separately from the
CE
ones that normally look like these guys.
Collab evolved.
But then, of course, we have a ton of information and news from this week in CNFTs. Our 7-day sales is just over 4 million, a little bit down from last week, but the total amount of sales is up. Of course, we're your Real News, Real Nonsense Network. Collab edition Silver Slug. Mr. Pistachio's Regal locutions are Chic, Isometric, Neon, Synth, and Party. Today's date. Our special guest is Derp Birds.
What?
Hell yeah. Our sponsor is you guys. So everyone watching, thank you for being here. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course we have, and I actually gotta edit this one because it's not the Galactic Pop Star Stella, it is Hip Stella. So I'm gonna have to make that change. But the Stella's Deep Inner Thought.
We got a rug alert. And we're back. Yes.
Yes, we got Stella's Deep Inner Thought. You guys can read that if you want. It'll be in our Discord. And then CNFT stats. And then our news stories, which we'll talk about. And then the top projects today, or for this past week, which is Cornucopious Lands, Clay Nation, Raccoon Syndicate, Chilled Kongs, and Jesus 2. A new addition to the CNFT fam.
Very nice. So this Stella card will be on auction very shortly in our Discord server. If you'd like to check that out, there's a link in our description just below. This is the second ever collab Stella Card.
Mhm.
So take a look. This is, of course, by artist Silver Slug. Slugs, it's plural. Silver Slugs. He's great. If you can check out some of his other stuff, love this dude. And all proceeds of this auction will be split between the artists and the news team.
Yep. And also, maybe we'll throw this out there real quick. If you're also looking to support the show, we also still have our CNFT news yearbook on sale. So this is all. Actually, I'll pull it up real quick. Because King David is actually in it too. Because we have all of our episodes from throughout the year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm not gonna try to open it because it's really big, but you can get a sense of everything that's in it from this animation.
1 page per episode.
Yep. And what was it? 77 episodes. Yep.
We have 77 episodes in season 1. Our full year of CNFT news.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
There's news and information about each week on all the pages. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's our shilling. All
right.
Start of show shilling.
I think it's time for some nonsense. That's what people tend to tune in for. This, of course, is the Real News, Real Nonsense Network. And I'm, of course, T. Scott Chestnut.
And I'm the Spaces. Or Tyler.
Summer Horsegrave is not able to join us today, but she sends her warmest regards. Let's now.
While we're saying the news team, also shout out to Will, Mr. FOMO.
Yes.
We gotta shout him out more.
Always sending his warmest regards, I'm sure.
Always.
All right, well, let's now go to our Nonsense Now segment. Nonsense Now. Look who it is. King.
I'm already laughing. Literally just the segue there. That's so good.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
one.
thank you. Glad to have you here. During this segment, we like to talk some nonsense. So we've got some would you rather's perhaps that we could discuss here. Here's a crazy one. Would you rather live for a week the life of a nun or the life of an exotic dancer?
In present day?
Both. Yeah. So you would just make a switch just for a week. You'd be back.
Definitely exotic dancer.
Oh, okay. What would your name be?
You know, I've had an answer for this in the past. I know that I feel like my go-to song would be Africa for sure. Like that's a classic, I feel like, exotic dancer song. Name?
It's tough.
That's a tough one, yeah. I feel like that it says a lot about your personality, how you answer on that. I have some friends that call me Davida. So although that's not very spicy, it doesn't have a very exotic sound to it. So
Davida, that's okay.
Sounds a little spicy.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. I feel like I would only be a little spicy if I were exotic dancer, so that probably suits me. My name is Dave, and that's about like as sort of lukewarm as you get on sort of average white guy names. So I think Davida probably low spice probably suits me.
Yeah, I can feel that. I can dig that. Yeah, I mean, for me, I guess it just depends on how overwhelmed I was at the time. Like, am I ready to? Do I need a week in a monastery, just like coming back to center, or is it time to get up on stage and shake it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Good point.
Today, what would you choose?
Today,
like
Wait,
once you make
on a
a decision,
Tuesday, I'm always ready to shake it.
True.
Hell yeah.
That's a tough one.
Quick shout out to some of these folks in chat. I see that a lot of folks that we know are here. A lot of new faces as well. G. Sean Walker is coming in from the Atlanta airport, so that's commitment right there. He's not gonna miss the news. We got some folks dropping in, excited about the exotic dancing. Like, this is just part of our nonsense segment.
Yeah.
It's not all about exotic dancing. more of it than has been in previous shows. I would say certainly. Okay, so we've got some other ones here. Tyler, I don't know if you've pulled any that you want to throw out as well.
I'll pull it up in 1 second. I'm just getting the Stella Card auction.
Oh yeah, good. Okay, yeah. All right, so here we go. Would you rather not be able to swim or not be able to run? I assume you could walk either way.
Yeah, for me, that's an easy one because, I mean, as long as you can walk, right, you're definitely most likely going to find yourself at a situation in the future where you could be in water, and I mean, you'll just die. So I'm usually not in too much of a hurry. So, and I hate running, and I actually love swimming. I used to be a water polo player, so yeah, I'll definitely. That's an easy one for me. I hate running, so
That's a really good point, though. Just not dying. But I mean, there are people, of course, who can't swim. Scary.
This is very scary.
Go around water, like I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess they're pretty brave.
Yeah.
That's nice. Like maybe living your life, like not being able to swim, is like it makes you a daredevil your whole life. You're just like you're super adventurous anytime you're around water, and you sort of get that kick of adrenaline, like the small puddle you're walking down the sidewalk, and adrenaline kick. So
Ooh, lumber sharks got you here. When zombies come, you're screwed.
not if can they swim?
That's
Right in the water.
You'd have to get to an island. That's always a favorite for a zombie time. All right. These are pretty good. Now we're getting even stranger. Would you rather have a toaster for a head or a cactus for a spine? A toaster for a head, that could get you top billing in some PFP project. You could be the rarest one.
You never get to see the backs of characters, so yeah. You know what? I like the another NFT theme here is the toaster head gives me some sweet utility, and I don't know. I mean, I guess cactus, like, isn't there like aloe or no? Wait, yeah, isn't there like aloe found in? There's hydration found in cacti.
Yeah.
I'll take the toaster for the utility, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
So like you still have your senses if you have a toaster head, or
I mean, it's a good
also,
question.
do I have a cord that has? Do I have to like plug into an outlet to?
Like you generate your own heat, but
I'm so good at doing that. So
yeah, we do it anyways. So maybe the exotic dancer with a toaster head could be like the combo. That seems
like swimming exotic dancer with an exotic dancer who can't run that has the head of a toaster.
Okay, somebody draw it. Call it what? Sorry, what was your stripper name?
Oh, Davia.
Davia, yes. So Davia, the exotic dancing toaster-headed swimmer, I guess. All right, well, I think we got through a few of these. Tyler, I'm not sure if you had any more you wanted to throw into the mix.
Yeah, let me get one real quick.
This is kind of our just warm up, letting people filter in, getting to know everyone. Now, of course, we have had the pleasure of speaking with you in the past, so not as much ice to break this time.
Yeah.
We didn't do Nonsense Now back then, huh? This is
all new. Yeah. I really loved the intro. The intro for the show is like it's really cool now.
Oh yeah, that's our new season.
The burpling at the beginning, I feel like he got like center stage for a second on the intro. You had the little derpling, little baby derpling.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
We tried to fit in as many projects as we could, but we had to pick and choose a little bit. So we're glad that we got a little derp in there. All right, Tyler, now or never.
All right, so you got, would you rather live in a treehouse for a year or live in a cave for a year?
Sounds fun.
I basically live in a cave already, so yeah, I almost never leave my apartment, so I'll take cave. Plus, as much as I love, I don't like the rain. I don't like getting rained on, so in a cave, hopefully I'm not getting rained on. So yeah, cave for sure.
More protection too, definitely.
I basically live in a cave.
Yeah, I think we all do.
That's in the basement. My office is downstairs, so it's basically a cave all the time.
Treehouse would be cool though. Like you get to overlook everything.
I'd like a
It'd
treehouse.
probably be smaller though.
I'd like to make a change. Oh my god. All right, awesome. Well, I think we're feeling pretty good with these would you rathers. We got a little bit of nonsense in, got everybody warmed up. So now we're going to move on to the CNFT news. Going to talk news for a little bit, and then we'll bring King Dave on for a full half-hour interview segment after the news. So I hope that the nonsense filled your belly a little bit, and you can, digest that while you wait to come on later.
I'm ready. I'm actually, I think I'm going to go get a drink, and I'll be back. And good to go.
Good. All right. Well, thank you very much for the nonsense, and we'll see you shortly. All right, great. Well, let's do the news. And I would like to let everyone know that the Stella Card auction is happening in our Discord server. And this is a very special Stella Card, my friends. This is our very first collab of season 2 and our second collab ever. Very cool stuff. If nobody bids on it, then we get to keep it, which seems unlikely for this one, but I do like this one. Well, what are you going to do? We'll see. Let's now go to the news. Woo! Okay, so we've got some fun news. The Nitties airdrop, what we're talking about first here. I'm going to pop this up so you all can see what I'm talking about. But here we see the full Nitties season or series 2 drops. Every piece of them.
Wow, that's so cool. Seen all
I
of them.
missed this one. It was on Wednesday. So hard. But basically, they're going to be airdropping people these awesome Nitties to people who have full sets of either A, B, or both. And if you have the Alpha Game achievement, you'll even get this fancy boy. Very cool stuff. I don't think I qualify for any of them. I'd love to get this cool Batman / oh, it looks like that's the, what do you call it? Death Stranding, right? With the baby in the thing. And yet it also kind of looks like Batman. Well, let's see what's written in the document here. Yesterday, it was the last drop of Series 2 Nitties, just like I said. But the team is not done rewarding holders. There are 2 airdrops collectors can look forward to. Anyone that's holding at least one of each character from Set B will be airdropped the last nit. If you hold both Sets A and B, including Helix, the With Spaces airdrop, meaning there can only be 109 complete sets, then you'll be airdropped Cosmo 5. Ooh la la. I'm sorry, Cosmo. Then you will be airdrop Cosmo. 5 of these will be Nitties that have been to space on Project Cosmo. So that's pretty cool.
That's super cool.
Space-born NFTs. Holders of these Nitties will be eligible to receive a special physical collectible. The snapshot for all this is Monday, August 29th. So if you're looking to complete a set, you're running out of time. I wonder if it's possible.
Also, I just want to say how crazy it is. I've definitely said this before, but that it's limited to 109, and like that happened by accident.
It did?
Yeah, completely by accident, because when my airdrop was going out, 109 people were eligible, so 109 were minted.
Oh.
If anyone doesn't know, it's like my special number.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But it's funny now because like everything's limited to 109 because of that.
Nicely done. You've left your mark.
It was an accident.
100%. All right, JPEG Store launched a stats Twitter page that tweets daily recap threads, volume information, large sales and offers, and much more. So you can see here they've got this JPEG Store stats, and here we see only 1,000 people following it right now. Large offer alert. Looks like an offer of 10,000 went through for this Ape Society piece.
those offers would be cool.
Yeah, seeing the offers. Look at this, an offer of something hefty, 2,800 for a Clay Nation pitch, and somehow Boss Cat Rocket Club still getting offers. I like to scroll through here.
Yeah, this is
Just
cool.
get a sense of it. It's kind of like scrolling through Pool PM, but with more data, more targeted. A lot of land, a lot of apes, a lot of animal faces.
Someone bid 1,500 ADA on the ADA handle Bermuda. I think it's kind of
Really? Bermuda.
What was that DM one? What was that? Damn, that's crazy.
I never saw that one. 3,000 for DM.
Wow. Derp's in there too.
Offer for this is insane. I've never seen one of these. I didn't even know this sort of thing was in the collection. That's awesome. Yeah, so very cool stuff. Glad to see.
What's the Derp ape? What's the Derp ape offer?
Derp ape.
Scroll down a little bit. Next. Yeah, 300.
300 offer. Okay, cool. Well, that's pretty cool. So we can also look at this one here and the little automated stat thing about each day today on JPEG. 600,000 ADA spent on NFTs. Looks like they're rounding it. 25,000 ADA paid to creators in royalty payments. 59 assets were minted. Oh, that's interesting. I expect that we'll start seeing that go up over time.
Definitely.
Awesome. Keep your eyes peeled for more updates from JPEG Store. They're always coming out with stuff. What can you tell us about the Clay news, Tyler?
Let's see. So the first part was actually news to me. The Clay Marketplace. I didn't know that was a thing that was happening, but it's expected to be released in October. So that's very interesting. People are excited for that. And then they have this other event going on called Pitch Your Pitch. So the Clays are giving the community a chance to showcase their ideas. Their favorite ideas will be put into a community vote, and winners will receive a launch pad from the Claymates team, including some funding. So applications open on September 1st. More info will be coming soon. But this could include a showcase of what you plan to build on your Clay Nation pitch, how you would use one of your larger zones within the Clay Nation, and how you would incorporate the IP of your Clay Nation or Good Charlotte NFT into your product or brand.
Pretty cool. I wonder what kind of funding or whatever they're talking about. Some funding to kickstart the idea. So it just says a launch pad.
So I'm guessing
yeah.
Actually don't know how.
I like that.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yummy Universe Minecraft House Building Challenge. Here we go. Finally, getting some Minecraft action once again in the CNFT space.
Do you want me to do this one?
Oh, sure.
So Yummy Universe is hosting a Minecraft house building challenge. Enter to win some Yummy coins and in-game coins. See the tweet for more info. But I guess there's also, or maybe we should look at this first, and then there's a little extra Yummy news. But so this seems cool. So first place will get 20,000 Yummy coins and 2,000 in-game coins. Second place will get 10,000. Third place will get 5,000. Participate in rewards. There's 400 in-game coins for everyone, I guess, if you participate. And you can use to claim land. So I guess it's just Minecraft land, not crypto. Maybe we try this tonight. Everyone watching right now, we do Thursday night games.
That's right.
Maybe this could be some experiment with maybe.
Yeah, it could be cool. I have to buy Minecraft.
Oh yeah, true. We said that.
I bought it, dude. I bought like 5 licenses when it was in beta. I can't find them.
Oh shit.
I can't find the codes. I've searched over these past years.
Gonna
have to pay for it again. I bought Skyrim a bunch of times too.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I bought Minecraft a bunch too because it was like on computer, then like on the consoles, and I think I even bought it from a phone at one point.
Yeah.
But
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We got Yummy and Art of Woman
Wow.
collab.
So in other Yummy news, Art of Woman and Yummy will be collaborating on a one-of-one that will be auctioned on through the Yummy Discord server on Friday, August 26th, so tomorrow. And it will run for 3 days, starting at 15 UTC. Crazy piece. Art of Woman is a great artist.
I like this. Very nice.
He's like
yeah.
He's like one of the few artists who's like really stuck to like super limited, just like one of ones. I think it's kind of cool. Like a lot of other artists have like
format. Yeah, totally. All right, let's take a look over here. Typhon wallet transaction chaining. Okay. Typhon wallet has supported transaction chaining for a while now, but the latest update adds support for chaining funds being received from every other user or wallet on Cardano. With transaction chaining, you can spend funds that are yet to be confirmed on chain and are sitting in the mempool. For example, if Mr. Pistachio sends 5 ADA to Dougie, the transaction waits in a mempool to be added to a block. Dougie could send 4 ADA out of that 5 to Stella by using that pending UTXO from Mr. Pistachio even before the transaction is confirmed on chain. Both of the transactions will essentially get on the chain and be confirmed. By doing transaction chaining, you can save time doing more transactions and without waiting for every transaction to get confirmed. Be very helpful for manual airdrops. Typhon does this by looking at the mempool and scanning for the pending UTXOs that a wallet is expecting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So I wonder if what they do is, does it get added to the chain simultaneously, or because it seems like this could be exploited?
It does sound like that. I'm not too sure. I mean, if it's all legit though, that'd be great for
If what they're doing. I just raises some concerns, just because like the blockchain is set up
to
not do that specifically to prevent any possibility of screwing around. But hey, maybe they got some. I don't understand the blockchain. We know that.
I mean, that would be huge. Like if we ever experience congestion again, that would be great.
Definitely good for that kind of thing. All right, let's see what we got here. Got a lot of noise. Beat Boys hosting a rooftop block party. Heyo, that's this Saturday at 4 p.m. UTC. This will be done via the live stream link that they will post. There'll be some free commemorative NFTs available and a guest DJ. They also plan to sponsor some free pizza slices for some who are attending. Not sure how that works, but they've done it in the past for the community with coffee and tea.
So it's like a real life event?
I'm guessing it's not. It says rooftop block party. I mean, it's not. It's certainly virtual for the majority of attendees. I do wonder maybe they have a rooftop set up somewhere. I mean, why call it a rooftop block party if it's not, right?
Yeah,
there gotta be something going on there.
Branding, but the pizza thing confuses me.
Well, they're gonna, figure it out, man. We're entering into the next phase of existence. You can go to a virtual rooftop block party and get a real piece of pizza for free somehow.
They did have those what is it? Subways in some metaverse or whatever. I think like last year, and like you could like order through the subway, and I don't know. It might have been a joke, but
I like it. I'm into it. Okay, so we have some quick updates. Should we do these like later? No, this is.
Yeah, maybe we just do it now maybe, and then all the news together.
So this is just some quick updates here. Let's begin. Beyond Rockets and ADA Racers. We know that vehicles are going to be a big part, or the next part of the Beyond Rockets universe, and we have a little cryptic vid to show you here. All right, take a look. So this was tweeted by Bayrock. Look at this Cryptid Tweak. It looks like another OG project, ADA Racers, will be involved somehow. So there's our portal. See you on the other side, Ada Racers. There's the key, which is the first key from Beyond Rockets, the very first room that they did. We see a key there. We've got the racing. We've got magic. Could be something.
2 super OG projects too. They both participated in collab bits, as did we.
Right.
But it's cool to see them teaming up.
Yeah, man. All right, Tyler, tell us about Aeonium Sky.
I wish I knew more about this thing. I don't, but
Ooh.
like Aeonium said, you can't really say anything much more than the eye emoji on this. It's beautiful. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's for.
Collector's edition, 1 of 1. That's all we know. It says it right on the thing.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. I love their rainbows.
This was tweeted on Sunday, so maybe we'll get some updates on that sometime. Who can say? Aeonium Sky is a mystery.
I think I can do an update though,
Ooh.
related to Aeonium Sky. I mean, it's not the happiest update. I mean, depending on not a bad update either, but I think we'll talk about in a sec that marbles are coming back to.
Is that a bad update?
No, that's not the bad update. That's a good update. Marbles are coming back to Cardania.
Cardania Marbles, Friday nights.
Yep. But we heard that Aeonium Sky probably won't be doing marbles for at least the time being. They've been super busy with the blocks and everything else. They're doing so much.
Understandable.
So, yeah.
Made 50 marbles for free. So, you know, they can have a break. But we will be there. I'll be continuing my ultra turning. That's right, not an intern, now an ultra intern, which I'm shortening to ultra turn, which feels pretty cool. So I'll be ultra turning on Friday nights with Chris, captain of Cardania. We'll be having a lot of fun. We'll also be running our own games for the news on Thursday nights. So it's going to be Thursday and Friday, back-to-back game nights. What else could you ask for? All right, let's take a look at this Wild Tang sweep tool. So this is somebody touting the Wild Tang's sweep tool in this tweet. So it's currently in beta. It's a browser extension, and it's being tested by Wild Tang's whales. But we've seen a little video preview of this. Basically, you can just add a bunch of these and like buy them all at once.
Wow,
it's pretty crazy.
That is wild.
I don't know how the hell it works. Again, I mean, you come here not to find out how things work necessarily, but to find out what the things are.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll bring a Wild Tang representative on and they can explain how.
Yeah, we probably should. They're doing a lot.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
This seems interesting. So Marsha's piece is up for People's Choice Award. The People's Choice Award. Let's see what that means.
London Graphics People's Choice.
Interesting. So Marsha's entry to the Theo Papfidis. How do you say that? Papfidis prize competition. It's up for a People's Choice Award. Voting is now open, and it's open until the 30th of August. Vote for her because she's a member of our community, so it'd be cool to have that representation. And the entry number is 444, so it's easy to remember. And you can support an incredible artist from the CNFT space. Actually, should we want to vote for her real quick? Do we have a second?
You do have to create an account to do it.
Oh, okay.
So it might not be quite as smooth as we might want, but definitely encourage all y'all to do that. I'm going to drop the link to this tweet in the chat so that you can, if you'd like to. 2 more quick updates, and then we're bringing on King Dave. First one here from Bitfins. They just released their website revamp. Why look at pictures of it on Twitter when we can click the link and go there ourselves? Ooh. Look at that. He's got hair. What a silly fish. Build your aquarium. It's like there's only a couple of those right now, but this is certainly some fancy website action. Look at all this. Kind of just goes. And if I click it, not clickable. but exciting to watch it. Oh, look, a pineapple under the sea. There he is, Tyler. All right, awesome. So we like that website, like that Bitfins. And then, of course, as we were saying, Friday Night Marbles returns beginning tomorrow. Right, he's playing the Return of the King. He would. But it's happening, and that, of course, begins at 8 p.m. Pacific time, which is 11 Eastern time. And we're going to have a lot of fun there. And and our game night this evening is going to be on the CNFT News Twitch account, which is twitch.tv/CNFT News. And it will begin at 8 p.m. And we'll go until we decide we're done. We'll see what that means. We'll be playing lots of stuff, potentially. If we can get enough people for Fall Guys, it's free. There's also a number of other games. We've got Jackbox games. We've got some other things.
Jackbox is wicked fun.
Yeah. I was actually encouraging Chris, captain of Cardania, to do that for some of his streams as well, because it could be fun. It could be a good way to shake things up.
Definitely.
All right. That's the end of our quick updates. That's the end of the news. That means it's time for our final segment for this show. That's right. We've got a show that's going to end up being an hour and 10 minutes long today. Imagine that. And the last half hour of that is us chatting with the one, the only King Dave. Let's do it. Welcome back.
Ooh. Got my drink. I have to be careful though. I recently went on DJ show and did I pre-gamed a bit before the show, and then there was a 30-minute sound check. Like there was audio issues while we were live for the first 30 minutes, and so I took another break during that 30 minutes and got another drink. And so by the time we actually started, I was
very deep.
So. Yeah. And then it was 2 hours. I was so sweaty and like really embarrassed myself a little bit, but
it's just part of the game. Glad to have you in any condition on the news. Well, thanks for joining us. I know last time we did a full overview of the project, which was a lot of fun. It was great to just kind of go through that journey with you. But I know that now Derp Birds is taking on whole new directions and doing lots of different exciting things. So, I mean, we just like to hear what's going on, you know?
Yeah, last time, I'm trying to remember when it was. I think it was early, it was like February or something of this year, I want to say, or was it before this year?
It's either early, I think it was early this year. Okay. I think it was before after
this year, yeah.
I want to say it was right after the Derp Apes dropped.
Okay, so yeah, like late February, yeah, maybe either late February, early March or something. Then that was a completely different time. Like, I mean, the entire space has changed. I mean, we've done a lot with Derp Birds in that time as well, but like, the space in general is just so different now than it was. You think about like scrolling through Twitter and reading tweets from what people like, what were people like up in arms about in February versus now?
Yeah.
The space is really, it's really moved.
No doubt. Well, what's the focus right now for Derp?
Right now, so recently we've, I guess in the last month, I think it was almost a month ago today, if I'm not mistaken, we launched the Derp token. Sort of took a slightly different approach. I think from how some other projects are doing their token. Again, something else I talked about with Jeremy is sort of the idea of like putting up a liquidity pool and stuff. Like we decided not to do that. It's strictly a utility token. And also I think it's a really good way to sort of bankrupt your project really quick is to throw a bunch of Veda into a liquidity pool. And then, because like all of these NFT projects launch their tokens. And if you put up the liquidity pool, like they just, we're all degens here in this space and everyone's just like, dump that token as fast as you can, get your Veda as quickly as you can. And so, we obviously didn't do that. It has been really fun watching like someone created a trading pair on Sunday Swap because anyone can do that, right? You don't have to have control of the policy ID. So someone did that, and there's actually been on MuesliSwap, like I haven't tracked it really. I don't really want to track it. Like we view it as like an arcade token. Like, yeah, you could take it out, and I'm sure there are people who are, you know, like gonna want to collect it for certain uses, and we've seen that on MuesliSwap, like people actually making trades from ADA to Derp. But yeah, we've tried to frame it strictly as utility token. It's supposed to be a lot like an arcade. So yeah, we did that, and then right after that, we introduced a non-custodial staking system, which is again something else that you know, a lot of projects have introduced staking, and we took a slightly different approach where rather than having to like sign smart contracts and lock up your assets to get those rewards, we sort of took inspiration from the way Cardano and ADA works, and yeah, you just hold the asset in your wallets and connect your create your accounts on the Derp Birds app, and then hold the asset in your wallet, and that's it. You get your rewards every epoch. So we're sort of in sync with Cardano's epochs as well. So yeah, we did the non-custodial staking system, and then I think honestly it was like the 6th or something of this month, we launched our raffle system, where we're sort of throwing NFTs in this cool raffle show. I don't know. Wait, I'm just going to share my screen. I could have, like, this would have been.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could share too. It's up to you either.
Yeah, I will understand. Let's proceed.
Yeah. Yeah, but this has been a really great overview at the very least. I'd love to dive into a bit more of this.
Cool. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we can now pop it up. There it is. Sweet. You are in control.
Nice. Yeah. So this is the app, app.derpbirds.io, and yeah, you can sort of see here where the home screen now is the staking screen. So I won't go in too much detail here, but yeah, you can see all of the assets that you are holding in your wallets, all of your Derp related assets you're holding in your wallets. You can sort of filter down between, you know, your Derp Birds, your Derplings, your Derp Apes, your Pred, eggs, and shards, and you can see over on the right side like how much XP. So rather than paying Derp, we did this for legal reasons, but also because, you know, the project has always taken on this sort of identity as being a gamified project, and so you're actually rewarded XP, and you can see that the XP to Derp sort of exchange rate is 10 to 1. So for every 10 XP, it, you know, equals 1 Derp. And so yeah, this is the staking system. We have a little table system where you can also see like every single trait for every single NFT in the collection and how much XP and Derp per epoch you earn. And then yeah, to claim your Derp, we have this what we call the Derp Exchange, and you can actually see how much XP you have accumulated that you can convert to Derp. You can see the sources, like where that XP came from, if it's staking rewards, if it's XP that you've earned from our achievement system. I think we reviewed that last time I was on. Right. And a couple of things we don't have plugged up yet is some of the recurring achievements that, you know, earn you XP every epoch. You actually earn XP in our system for just chatting in Discord. That's working today, but we don't have the XP button here to the exchange. Yeah, and then you can convert it to Derp, and it sort of wipes out your XP balance, and you get your Derp. So you can also see your claims history down here, and you know how much you claimed and when you did it. So yeah.
So is that you said wiped? Is it accumulative? Like if you miss like an epoch, or is it?
Yeah, it stacks. You can just let it ride and claim it when you want. We're thinking, and that's what most people are doing, by the way, is like they're sort of strategically, intelligently letting it stack until there's something in the raffle shop that they want to spend the Derp on. And of course, we have other things. In fact, the next major roadmap feature, which I'll talk about here in a minute, that'll be, you know, provide another use for Derp. But yeah, a lot of people right now are just letting it stack and then converting once there's something that they want to sort of spend it all on. But we're looking, again, we've sort of been framing the project as this like gamified DeFi ecosystem, you know, kind of experience. And we're playing with ideas on how to make claiming, like how to further incentivize claiming, and again, how to make that fun. So we've thought about some ideas for, like, literally anyone can come up with ideas for this. Like I've been secretly asking people for their inputs on this. But, you know, like some sort of system where, you know, if you claim within a 5-day period, let's say I claim today, and then I claim again within the next 5 days, I get some sort of like account-wide XP boost of like 10 or 15%. So it incentivizes people to claim more regularly. thought about some other ways that sort of, instead of rewarding people, we punish them for not claiming. So like there's sort of a rot system where some small percentage of your XP every epoch, and people who are in the community who are watching this right now are going to freak out because we haven't really talked about any of these things publicly yet, but the sort of rotting XP, and you'll actually lose a small percentage of that. And then we thought about like, what can we do with that? Like maybe we give that rotted amount, we distribute it to like the top 15 or 25 people on the XP leaderboard, for example. So yeah, playing with some different ways of like making that, sort of adding some gamified elements to the claim itself.
Wow. Yeah, this whole system is like way I don't know, advanced, I suppose I'd say. It's like I expect that we'll be seeing a lot of people copying this sort of thing as time goes, but you guys are like, you're early.
Yeah, I think we had the like we've had our marketing, just Derp Birds IO for a long time, just the marketing website, and as we're like moving towards having the staking system and everything, we were definitely getting to a point where it just didn't work in like the traditional wrapper of a website. So launching an app like this definitely facilitates that. And just real quick, lastly, we have the Raffle Show.
Yeah, I wanted to see this. Great.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so we kicked it off I think, like I said, around 3 weeks. It was the beginning of August, and we've done a few raffles so far. We kicked off with a Pixel. It was really cool. We don't have the stats up here because I don't know if you guys know this, but here in the States, there's actually such a thing as raffle law, which was news to us.
Interesting.
So strange, like it's such a bizarre thing, but apparently like there is a part of raffle law that dictates like you can't show how many raffle tickets have been handed out or purchased or whatever after raffle has ended. So we will be showing like the number of raffles that the tickets that were purchased before the raffle ended, but like showing them in real time is apparently illegal here in the US. So
that's crazy. I feel like it should be the opposite, or if they made a law, I feel like it would be the opposite.
You would think, right? Like it would make a lot of sense to me as well that people getting to know their odds going into it would be safer.
That makes it a lottery if they know the odds.
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that's the difference.
But yeah,
it seems weird that you'd want to obscure that. Well, the laws don't make a lot of sense generally. I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, I love this raffle thing. How much is a ticket?
Tickets are always 10 derp. On the Pixel, we had 100,000 derp cents. There was about 10,000 tickets that were purchased, which was super cool.
A great sync for the derp as well.
What's that?
It's a great sync to pull derp out of the ecosystem, from an economic standpoint. Exactly.
The really interesting thing about it is it's perfect. It like scales infinitely in a way. It's all relative because if you are, if the three of us are sitting back staking our NFTs and we're collecting a bunch of derp, like maybe I don't want an egg shard, but like I'm super into space apes. And so I might spend some of my derp here on the shard, but then I spend all the rest of that I have on the space ape or the spoopy Naru. So it's kind of relative in that regard. Like eventually, no matter how much derp you have accumulated, I think for most of us, there is an NFT from one project, right? And it's going to vary for each of us, but there's an NFT where you're like, I want this one. I'm just going to spend all of my derp right now on that. And so, we have a lot of people know this, but like we have a space bud that's in the wallet. We have some chilled Kongs in there. We have a clay. We've got a couple other Narus. And so like that's kind of the cool thing about this bear market is it's giving us a really good opportunity to sort of dip into the treasury and pick up some really cheap deals on some blue chip NFTs from Cardano. So looking to scoop up more of those for the raffle shop. But yeah, it's a super fun, really fun. You can actually see here, it's 10 per ticket. You can basically buy as many as you have derp to pay for. So it'll limit you there. But really cool, fun little utility. And again, we launched it right alongside of the derp token so that there would be a day one use case for the token.
Great.
It's been fun.
Let's go to the top there under rewards. What's the other option?
That's just the exchange where you come to.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I got that. So you've got raffles. Any other plans on direct spending of Derp?
I get a couple of questions. Maybe
Yeah,
no, I don't want to change it. Go ahead.
No, so like when someone wins, how do they know, or like what happens when someone wins?
Yeah. Good question. There's right now, so we kicked it off earlier this month, and everything we're doing up until now is manual to make sure everything's safe, fair, it's all running properly. We'll be in the next iteration of the raffle shop. It'll be a fully sort of autonomous or fully automated process. But the way it works right now is Geek, the engineer on our team who built the raffle shop, he just runs a script that randomly. So essentially what happens is when you buy a ticket, you're not getting anything sent back to your wallet. You're just getting an entry in a database associated with your wallet address. So if you buy 5 tickets, you will get in that database 5 entries for your wallets, the wallet that, if I show you, signs the transaction and sends the derp. Why that didn't prompt? Oh, I can't see something behind the share screen. But anyway, you get an entry into the database, and so we run a script that randomly selects the winner, filters out. Well, right now it would filter out anything coming from my wallet or Geek's wallet, but we obviously always buy tickets to test, make sure it's always working. And so because everyone has created an account, right? You have to create an account to do anything. We know the Discord name for the user.
Right, you have to sign in with Discord.
Exactly. So we can just follow up with them on Discord, just DM them and be like, hey, you won. Our initial idea was like always check with them, like, are you okay with us publicly announcing that you won? But I think we're just going to say, we're going to publicly announce that you won. And so we'll show. What's that?
That's the cost of entry. You gotta
exactly. Yeah, we're going to announce it. And I think that it just, honestly, it adds to the transparency. And so, we'll probably end up displaying the Discord name here as well.
It's good to know that somebody won too, it's somebody real. Yeah. Wow. That's really great. So, Tyler, any other thoughts on the raffle shop here?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. I was going to change the subject slightly and ask about other uses for the Derp coin. Is there like a list? Can you just list all the things you can spend it in?
I don't have a list, but what the next major use for the token, well, there's a few. I'll name the big definitive one that's next is we're working on Derp Birds 2.0. And in short, it's an upgrade to the original collection, or the original OG Derp Bird collection. So I think we had not done Pred last time I was on. Pred is sort of, it's the enemies of the Derp Birds. And actually, if I go back to staking here, I can. So we have the Derp Birds here. We have the enemy of the Derp Birds, which are the Preds. Right. And the Preds, we launched them on an open policy, which means we can update their metadata forever, right? It never locks. Versus the original Derp Birds, their policy is now locked. We can't update the metadata. We can't do anything custom. We can't do anything dynamic with them. And so one of the things that we'll be doing with the reason why we're the reason why we're doing this 2.0 collection is so we can get the Derp Birds on an open policy, because we want them to be similar to Pred in that regard. We want people to be able to do maybe customizations with them. We want to introduce some dynamic features for them as well. But we can't do that because they're locked. So we'll be moving them to a new policy, but we're framing it as an upgrade because the really big thing that we've been teasing a lot lately, that we'll have a very big announcement about it here in a couple of days at the end of the month, is that we're upgrading, like redoing the artwork for the OG collection.
Nice.
And I would say like it's more than just redoing the artwork. We're literally working with an artist he's basically reimagining the entire collection. So it'll be in a new style. Of course, it's very important for us to sort of capture that essence of Derp, right? Like that's something that we know is extremely important, just to make sure that that's maintained. Obviously, a lot of people are really they feel very, very strongly about their Derp Birds, and so we want to make sure that's captured. But another thing that we'll do is, like, in that new collection, in the token itself, there will be 2 images, right? There'll be the new artwork, and then there will always be the artwork for the original. So you'll always have
asset. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and it's not too dissimilar from what Alessandro's doing with Space Buds, right? He's did token migration for a different reason. There's y'all know that story very well, but it's the same type of thing where we're actually doing a token migration. So I guess one thing that I will mention that we also haven't announced anywhere, and I was gonna wait on this, but because the Derp Birds, right now the Derp Birds and the Pred, like we zoom in here, like the art style is different between the Derp Birds and the Pred. It's definitely an evolution, but it's different. So what we were worried about is once we update we update the artwork for the OG collection, is that now the Preds won't match the OG Derp Birds. So and I'm pretty sure I haven't mentioned this anywhere, is we're actually planning to update all of the Pred artwork as well. However, because the policy is open, it'll just be, people will wake up one morning and all of the artwork will be updated for all of their NFTs. It'll still be the same, right? If you have particular attributes, these like tube tentacle things, like you'll know that that's what that is in the new version. But we'll be basically redoing all of the Pred artwork. I'm watching our Discord right now, and people are sorry about that. But yeah, so it's a huge lift, right? The Derp Birds in particular, there's not a ton of traits for. I think there's under 100 if I'm not mistaken. And so that one is not a massive undertaking. It's going to be a huge lift. It's going to take a while to do. But for Pred, there are a ton of traits. And that's going to be a big lift, and we're just going to push that out one day in the middle of the night without anyone knowing, and they're going to wake up and they're going to have all this insane new Pred artwork. So yeah, big. Anyways, to answer your question, the next use for Derp is that 2.0 upgrade. We're calling it Rebirth, where you're sort of it's all tied to the story. I won't go into all those details of like how it fits into the story, but yeah, it'll be this whole process that. Sort of like we did for Pred, it was this really immersive experience you get to go through and mint your Pred. It'll be this new, this really immersive experience for Rebirth as well. And we have, again, two other major. I just gave away one of the things that we were gonna mention at the end of the month, but there are two other sort of things we're super excited to mention and to reveal here in a couple days about this whole Rebirth event. So,
all right.
And you told us the day. I don't know if you told the community the day.
No, we haven't mentioned the dates, like when we're gonna do it.
No, when you were going to announce it.
Oh yeah, end of the probably the last day of August is when we'll make the announcement. I don't know why. It's the very beginning of August. It's like I have big news for you guys at the end of August, and now I just feel like I can say it right now, but I feel like I need to stick to my thing. So yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, this so it sounds like Derp is going to be evolving in its uses and growing in lots of different ways that probably a lot of people didn't expect. So I think that's really exciting.
One of the things that we've heard is like the core community, of course, and I personally love what Derp Birds look like. Like to me, it was always supposed to look the way that it looks. Like it was intentional. But one of the things that we've heard, shortly after, actually last time that we were on the show, we sort of started reaching out. We've been very proactive in seeking feedback and just input from large collectors in the space, from other project teams. I don't like the term influencers, but from influencers and so on, and our community. And we've asked them what's the thing that you would change about Derp Birds, or if you were never into Derp Birds, why was it? And the thing that we hear, the number one thing has always been, it's not that, it's artwork to summarize, but it's not that they think it's necessarily low quality. It just doesn't really appeal to them. And so what we think, and what we're really hoping for here, is that by going through this exercise, that this gives us a chance to sort of address that piece of feedback that we heard most often. So again, what I need to say and definitively state is that, that core essence of Derp has to stay intact. Like the project it would feel as if we're turning our back on our own community to if we lost that. So that'll be a key piece to keep intact. But we're super excited to, I think with last thing I'll mention is our 1 year anniversary is coming up. It's like September 15th, I think, or 16th that our mint date was. And so what we're really shooting for is to have a preview of that artwork that comes out on our 1 year anniversary. And then, of course, going into Vegas, we'll do a lot with that. Super stoked to get to meet a ton of people and then sort of show them this facelift that we're working on. So I think all the timing is going to come together pretty nicely.
Wow.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So I wanted to shift and ask you, I'd like to ask you, this isn't really necessarily about the project or so much as, maybe it is about the project, it's about you though. I want to ask you personally, what is your message? Because you're out there now, you know, I'm not sure what you were doing before this, but at least now you're kind of a community leader, right? You're a public figure. You're putting words out that people are really grabbing onto. What's your message? What do you hope to put out there while you're out there?
I think wow, you're making me feel really good about myself. But
That's a tough question too. I don't know how. Sorry, but not a tough question, but sorry.
Yeah, I mean, as it pertains to NFTs, since this is the Cardano NFT show, I will. Yeah, as it pertains to NFTs, I think not a super glamorous, inspiring message, but for people to be careful more than anything else. I think in particular, we're in a bear market right now. And over the last, month or so, we've seen a pretty huge decline in metrics that are really important for sort of measuring the overall health of the space. And I think the positive thing that's happened in the last month or so has been, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about this, but over the last month or so, as we've really entered into this decline, it does seem like there's been a sort of an adoption of projects that have been around and have proven themselves. And I feel like Derp Birds is definitely one of those. We saw huge uptick in volume and all the trading metrics that people enjoy talking about. And I don't, other than, we have this really tight core community that we've been through a lot of shit, to be honest, like since our launch. Like there's been mistakes that we've made. There was a huge focus on the minting technology, and that sort of derailed us from Derp Birds. There was our Discord getting hacked, and we lost well over 1 million. Like we had like well over 1 million messages sent in Discord. Like, we lost all of that. It was like our culture and our history. And so our community stayed, resolute through all of that. And I think that's a huge part of why we're still here to begin with. But I think that there will, as sort of the bear market deepens, and I hope it doesn't get much worse, but I think as it gets worse, I believe that there will be a sort of a greater level of adoption for those projects who have been around for a while and who have proven. There's nothing wrong with new projects. Like, we need more good, high quality projects on Cardano. But I think that there are people who are like, okay, well, I'm going to play it really safe, and I'm going to jump back into those projects that have proven that they're here to stay. They're definitely not rugging. They love the space. I'm going to see them in Vegas. They have this roadmap that I feel confident that we'll be able to deliver on. And so, yeah, I guess that's sort of my message, is like, as people are, I guess it's sort of a temporary message, because hopefully we'll resume a bull market, and that won't be as relevant. But I think in the short term, like, people should be really careful, really dig into the teams who are behind the projects that you want to jump into, and ask yourself whether or not you think they're qualified to be or experienced enough to be delivering on the roadmaps, because they can always pay people to build the roadmap. But right now, funding is going to be hard to come by, because this, ADA is at under 50 cents or something, and the team build what they say they're going to build, and that's the big message for me. So, but I'd love to hear what you guys think about the overall, like, the sort of bear market sentiment and like what's going on in the space.
I was watching Patrick Hobler today on like Cardano with Paul. I forget his YouTube name, but like, I mean, and everyone says this, but like, it really is like a cleansing, like you were saying too. Like, all the projects that are still around during this struggle are here because they want to be here. They're not here just trying to like take money from people or trying to exploit hype or whatever. So I mean, I think that's definitely, it's like a good and a bad thing. It sucks because like it is a struggle, but like from struggle, like good things come from that too, I think.
I think we're just seeing the classic winnowing, the explosive growth, and then the winnowing of the standard crypto cycle, but now NFTs, and we're kind of in it. So before, altcoins, million altcoins pop up, bear market's great, all the altcoins are pumping, and then it's all gone. Like magic. The bear market hits, and it's only the projects that don't care that the bear market hit that are still here when the bear market ends.
Yeah.
And then those people, like you're saying, have a track record, and they've shown that they're going to keep pushing, even when times are lean. That's important.
Totally. Yeah, I think it's important for we published a thread back in like March or April, like maybe I think it was April or so, about how projects can endure a bear market, and a big part of that was, if you're a collector, to the teams, you should really be thinking about this. But if you're a collector, you should be thinking about this in regards to the projects that you're holding. How are they going to be able to, based on the funds they've collected so far, are they going to be able to deliver what they've said that they're going to? And then number two, if not, is their plan just to sell more NFTs to you? And if so, that's not a really scalable solution, because people are, your community is going to tell you stop selling NFTs and start delivering on the roadmap. So I think it's been interesting. I think that was April-ish or so when we published that. And we haven't seen, I don't think we've really seen a lot of milking going on in the space. I know that's a particular sort of topic that's been very popular the last couple of weeks, but I don't know. I haven't really seen a lot of projects who were just like, mindlessly dumping NFTs on their communities, trying to milk them a beta. So that's good. But I think that's another thing to look out for, is if that's the only option that a project has to sort of fund the development of the roadmap, whether or not that's going to be scalable is a bit questionable. So, yeah.
No doubt. Interesting times. A lot of struggles happening, and we're all still here though. At least we're sticking, right, guys? Yeah.
In Vegas. Yeah, you guys both gonna be in Vegas?
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Dude, I'm so excited. I've been really anxious about it, to be honest, because last little thing, these 30 by 30 booths, like that's bigger than my like, and I'm like, how are we gonna fill this gigantic void, with stuff? I've been a bit anxious about that. It's a huge thing to feel, but and also I think undoubtedly, because we're definitely in a recession and bear market, like, there's gonna be a few, fewer people there overall, and that takes maybe a bit of the fun out of it. But what I'm really excited for, and why I'm getting really excited, it's just get to meet people and hang out, right? It's been, I think you guys have been in the space for over a year. Like Derp Birds launched, so close. And so like, it's all you've met, and it's going to be a really good time, I think, just to hang out and meet everyone and sort of shoot.
Yeah, even if it's just like creators.
Yeah, even if it's just the creators, exactly.
Yeah, I do think there's a good chance that's what it's going to be. It kind of lowers the pressure a bit, because everyone knows Clay and Derp Bird and Kongs and Tavern Squad. Like, everyone knows all the projects, so it's really just going to say hey to your friends that you've had in the space for a while.
Get some good times.
I know.
And this is year one, so
I was gonna say, like, Marco was saying that too. Like, it's more of like just I don't know if test run's the best word, but like a test run this year. Like, you're getting comfortable with CNFT Con and stuff.
Totally. Yeah. What about Bloom? Are you guys gonna make it to Bloom after?
Not me. My pregnant wife and I are right home.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be ready to pop.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I want to try to go, but aren't tickets like very expensive? Like a grand or something. Yeah, I don't know.
I get that. Tickets to CNFT are like $65 for the
like $25.
Yeah, like 20 something. Like, what the hell are they doing at Bloom?
That's the one thing I don't understand.
Like,
I had forgotten that they were.
I don't understand that at all. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what the price of it, but I remember it being steep. And then someone from the community recently, damn, was like, "Dude, I'm not going." It's in Denver, so like I'm going because I'm in Denver.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're
Yeah.
Like I'm like hitting up everyone who's going to be in Vegas, and I'm like, yeah, if I'm trying to get a head count of everyone who's coming from CNFT Con. I'm like, let's do something. Like I'm going to coordinate a huge dinner or something downtown. But
the Cardano caravan will be going through Bloom. I don't know if you're aware of them, but it's a bunch of Cardanians who are meeting up in, I think, Indiana, and then driving to Las Vegas and picking people up on the way who are also going to
I have not heard of that. That's awesome. They're going from Indiana, they're just picking people up, shuttling them over to Denver.
Yeah, and I mean, who knows how many cars will be in it, but they're going to brand it. They're going to have like Cardano logos all over the side of their vans. It's going to be a whole thing.
That's really cool.
Looking forward to it, seeing how that goes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we're past our time. I forgot. We're trying to keep it tight today. All right. Well, any final thoughts or shout outs or details you want to slip in?
No, I think anyone new who's watching, check us out on Twitter. I think it's probably the easiest place to dive in. If you have questions, then jump in Discord. Community will be there to help you out. Stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you in Vegas.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you all so much. I think we'll probably just end the show here.
No, I think we should probably
We should have like an after.
just like for a minute.
Okay.
Just to
Well, then King Dave, we're gonna send you backstage, and we're gonna have some serious anchor to anchor discussion.
I mean,
Let me get out of the way.
it just feels too abrupt ending it right after the
No,
we're
we're
trying to get our
working on
season 2.
the format. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Thanks for having me on,
Oscar?
guys. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Peace.
See ya.
All right. Well, that was a lovely time. Always a fine pleasure to have a king on on the show. We've had David King, we've had King David, so I think we're doing pretty well on both Kings and Davids. So let's talk quickly about what's happening tonight. So this evening, and indeed every Thursday going forward, forever, until we die of old age. We might stop before then. But we're going to be running games Thursday night, CNFT News. Who's going to be there? Who's going to be running it? Well, who knows? I'll be there tonight anyways. Tyler will be there. Hopefully Will show up, Alyssa or Summer, whatever you want to call her. And that's happening at 8 p.m. We'll be streaming on Twitch. That CNFT News is our Twitch name. And we'll be playing some various games, whether it's Fall Guys, whether it's some other cool game. Who knows? This is our second one. Our second Thursday game today. So we're still figuring it out. But generally, it's stuff that anybody can participate in. Fall Guys is free. And we're going to have fun with it. Yeah. The Stella Card auction is live at this very moment. And indeed, let's see. It has been bid upon. Oh, shit. There have been many bids. I completely slept on this.
Yeah, I didn't even
Let's take a look. So, of course, this is a very special Stella Card today. This is our second ever collaboration edition of Stella. And this one was created by the one, the only Silver Slugs. He's a great artist, part of Springboard as well. So he did a little 3D model of Stella and did some cool vibey background and put it all into this awesome 3D spinny deal. And if you look, you'll see the CNFT News is always the right side forward. It's always, legible. It's never backwards, which I think is a nice touch.
Definitely.
So this is on sale right now. The current bid is 50. Half of the proceeds from this sale will go to Silver Slugs. The other half will go right into the News wallet, where it will sit until we decide something exciting to do with it. Definitely. So that's happening. We got games. We got Marbles Night tomorrow with Cardania. That will be co-hosted by the News as always. And we also have a Facility 7 playtest on Friday Friday at 6 p.m., every Friday at 6 p.m., in fact. Facility 7 is the board game that Alyssa and I have been working on for the last many, many years. We're bringing it to physical reality and to CNFT wallets everywhere. So that's the news I got for you. Anything else there, Tyler?
I think the only thing from my end is if anyone's holding an Angel Baby Hit Squad, make sure it's verified. There's a lot of people holding that aren't verified, and my drop's coming out soon. So
that's right.
So verified, and it'll drop in your wallet.
So if you were verified back in the day,
you should still
be verified.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know we talked about it a couple weeks ago that it like you had to like send ADA for an NFT. Like similar to like drip drops for 2 of the drops. I think it might have just been those 2 specific drops. Because I know the clay ones just ended up in the wallets. So if you got a clay one, then you're all set up pretty much. Like
let's see
last week.
What's in my wallet? Okay, cool. Well, I think we're pretty good here. Oh, another bid. Timothy Grigsby, 55.
Thank you, guys.
Very nice. Thank you, Tim. So this Stella auction will be going for 24 hours. So we'll end tomorrow, somewhere around the time when the show started. And that's it. I hope that we do see you guys tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be very low pressure. I probably won't even wear any hair at all. We'll see. I might take it all off.
True.
All right. Well, for the CNFT.
Actually, one last thing. If anyone has a Jesus 2 NFT, for a bunch of Aeon. That's all I want to say.
Do you have the page? Do you want to show it off?
No, I just wanted to throw it out there. I don't want to make a big deal about it, but
I was trying to make a trade.
I've been trying to get the Jesus 2 for a while. And
are you putting that trade into which server can they find it?
Aeon.
Okay.
Jesus 2.
If you've got a Jesus 2 character and you want to trade it for a fat stack of Aeonium Sky items, check it out. Yeah. All right. Now for the real end, and if you interrupt me again, I will out. Here we go. For the CNFT news, I'm Scott Chestnut.
And I'm with Spacey.